What's up? I'm Mike, N2MAK, and last year I set some goals for ham radio in 2024. I'm going to set some new ones for 2025. Let me share with you the goals that I missed, the progress that I made, and what to expect from the channel in the new year. I said it last year and I'll say it again this year. Having goals in ham radio can be extremely helpful. Goals can help keep us focused, they can encourage us to learn more, and they can help us improve our skills. So how about those goals that I set for 2024? Well, I set 5 of them. And the first goal was to read 4 new books that were about ham radio or ham adjacent topics. I read just 1. Now, that was the book on radio wave propagation on Mars, and I'll come back to that a little bit later. But I only read 1 out of 4 books, and yeah, so that first goal is a big fail. The second goal is also a fail. I wanted to make a satellite contact in 2024. That didn't happen. I didn't even program the frequencies for the International Space Station or anything else into any of my radios. So again, that's 2 fails right out of the gate. However, a third goal was a success. My third goal was to make contacts using 4 new to me modes in 2024. And I got off to a fantastic start. Definitely got to thank Shane from this side of the radio and the Ham Radio Clubhouse. On one of the Clubhouse live streams last winter, he mentioned about doing AM and kind of joking about it. And that gave me the idea to go out on the beginning of the new year and do an AM late shift activation for POTA. I had a lot of fun, and turns out it encouraged some others to even give AM a shot. So on top of that, I've gone out and done a couple activities for AM radio. I participated in the AM rally, which was in January or February. And then the Antique Wireless Association has an AM QSO party that I participated in back in the fall. I've had a lot of fun with AM, and it's something fun to try. What I really enjoy most, though, is probably a good portion of the contacts that I make on AM. It's the person's first time ever trying AM, or they haven't tried it in decades, and they're usually really thankful for trying something new or something they haven't done in a while. Now, onto the other modes. I really got off to a great start on this particular goal in the new year. I did AM right away. I also did RTTY. I participated in the ARRL's RTTY Roundup and did a POTA activation on RTTY during the contest. And it was a great way, as contests can be, they can be a great way to try something new, because you're always going to, experience a lot of activity on the band and, or the mode in the case of RTTY. So, I did that in January, and then I got my third mode in the winter as well during Winter Field Day. I was limited in the time that I could go out. I couldn't really participate a lot in Winter Field Day, but I made it out for about the last hour or so. And I wanted to do something new, so I did JS8 call. And so that was my third mode. And I picked up the fourth mode this summer when I got together with Vince, VE6LK, and we did a Parks on the Air activation in Canada. It was my first time doing an activation in Canada. And it was also my first time doing CW. Convinced Vince to give me a brief lesson on CW. And so right there in the park, he's a fantastic teacher. He gave me a good lesson for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And we made my first CW park-to-park contact on 6 meters nonetheless, using dummy load antennas. Had a great time with Vince and can't thank him enough for the lesson. And CW is something I definitely look forward to learning down the road when I have the time to commit to it. But that goal, third goal, 4 new modes, I got it done. The fourth goal was to do a presentation to my club and to record a video for my YouTube channel on radio wave propagation on Mars. And as I mentioned, the one book that I did manage to read was about radio wave propagation on Mars, and I was able to do the presentation to my club in the spring. I recorded the video. I'll leave a link, or the video was not of my presentation. I did a separate YouTube video on it, which encompassed, quite a bit of what I did in the club presentation. But anyway, I'll leave a link down below if you're interested, if you missed it and want to check it out. It was a fun exercise. I definitely challenged myself doing that. But at the end of the day, it helped me understand and really appreciate radio propagation on Earth, given what the circumstances are on Mars. And that leads me to the fifth goal, and that was to get the POTUS 6-pack awards, which are for 6 meters. And I was easily able to do that. As many of you know, if you watch the channel regularly, I love to combine the ARRL's January, June, and September VHF contests with Parks on the Air and Summits on the Air. And when I got out this year, and I can't remember, I think it was during the June contest when I finally was able to get both the 6-pack Hunter and 6-pack Activator awards. On a side note, the January VHF contest in 2025 coincides with the POTA Parks on Your Support Your Parks winter event. So those will both be going on the same weekend, and it's a great opportunity if you're a hunter or an activator and you're going after the 6-pack awards or even an N1CC. It's a good opportunity to try 50 megahertz and above and see what happens. Maybe you'll catch some magic on 6 meters. Maybe you'll get some tropo on 2 meters. That's the time to do it because, as I mentioned before, like with RTTY, contests can actually be very helpful because you can get a lot more activity than you normally would with certain modes or certain bands. So all that said, I got 3 out of 5 goals in 2024. What about 2025? I'm going to do 3 goals. 3 is the magic number, and you're going to keep it simple for 2025. The first goal is going to sound familiar. I want to make a satellite contact, but I'm going to get it done this time. I'm going to carry that goal over to this year. And once the weather gets a little bit better and we get through the winter, I will get out there and I will definitely make my first satellite contacts. The second goal is going to seem a little bit familiar as well, but with a different twist. Instead of books, my second goal is going to be to read an article each month, either from QST or on the air. Yes, it sounds like a simple goal, but what I'm actually trying to do with this is build a habit. I want to build a habit of reading and trying to learn more in ham radio. And by keeping it simple and realistic, just going to the ARRL website or the app to read QST or on the air, it's something that hopefully becomes habitual, and it just becomes a habit every time that the new publications come out. I go, skim through it, read. I was a little bit better with this when I was actually getting the print editions of On the Air, but that stopped this past year, and now I need to create that new habit. So goal number 2 is reading an article each month from QST or On the Air. And then the third and the final contact, or third and final goal, is something that I've probably needed to do for a long time. I've been a ham for, 4 years now, and I still do not have a permanent station set up at the house or in the car. Now, this is a new to me car that I bought in the spring, but I've had it for more than 6 months now, and it's definitely time to set something up. I just don't know what. So I'm leaving this goal a little bit open-ended. At the end of the day, I'm going to have a permanent station set up in 2025 that's either going to be mobile in the car or at the house. I don't know if it's going to be HF, VHF, all manned, all band, all mode, whatever. I don't know yet, because like all hams do, this is something I've totally been overthinking for a while, especially since I got the car. It probably makes a lot more sense to do something in the car since I primarily operate portable. But we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to give this some thought, but it needs to happen. I need to have something set up, some sort of a permanent station, just to make things a little bit more convenient for when I do have the time and want to play radio, and whatnot. But ultimately, I know that 3 it's doesn't seem overly ambitious. It seems kind of simple and easily achievable, and that's sort of what I want. But like I said before, I want to have some goals that really help contribute to lifelong learning in ham radio, and that's going to be the reading, and it's certainly going to be, setting up my first station where I'm totally going to be overthinking and tinkering and whatnot. So those are the 3 goals for 2025. Now, here's what to expect for the channel in the new year. I've tried my best to be consistent and get a video or a live stream out each week. I've missed a few this year because of work and family, and that's probably going to be the same case in the new year. But nonetheless, I'm going to continue trying to put out videos regularly, or doing live streams each week. I'm also going to be working on new merchandise and designs, whether it's for t-shirts or stickers. So if you want to support the channel, by all means, definitely, I'll leave a link down below. Check out the merch shop that I got, buy some stickers, buy some t-shirts, and just keep an eye out for sales and also for some new merchandise. Lastly, I'm going to do a giveaway. I haven't done one yet, and it's been a phenomenal year for the channel. I've passed 2,000 subscribers, and a giveaway is something I've never done. I don't really have any experience in doing it, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to set up a giveaway for the channel and give away some awesome stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. And it's a good opportunity if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss out and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. But more importantly, I hope that it encourages you to try new things and continue to learn in ham radio. If you haven't yet, please click like and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you what you're looking forward to or what your goals are in 2025. And I can't say it enough. I probably don't say it enough, but thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm really having fun in ham radio. I'm having fun doing the YouTube channel. And I can't say thank you enough for all the support and the encouragement that everyone's given me. We're going to ride this video out with a quick slideshow with just some photos from some of my favorite moments in ham radio in 2024. I can't wait for 2025. I'm Mike, N2MAK 73.